Happy Thursday. Is it Thursday? Are we Thursday? Yay yet? Here we go. Alright. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick face, and then I'm going to talk about Campaign 22. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to show some neutral trends. Hey, Deborah, how are you? I'm going to show some neutrals, do some neutrals. I'm going to show warm sunrise. I'm going to show how to do a look with warm sunrise. And what else do I have? Mocha latte. Yes, mocha latte. Mocha latte. And since they're so easy, it's so easy because with these neutral shades, you can do so many looks, so many looks. And these are our quad eyeshadow palettes, but I'm going to use them as if they were, I'm going to use them for blush. I'm going to use them for, a little bit of everything, highlight, a little bit of everything. So this is the warm sun rays. I'm using the number 2. You can see it has a little bit of a shimmer there. Okay. So that's going to be kind of like a bronzer blush. And I'm not using a super big brush. I'm kind of using this, and I'm actually squeezing it so that I can go horizontal. That way I don't pick up too much. Now I will eventually go back and add this shade here, which is kind of as a highlight because it's a shimmer. So some of our palettes are shimmer palettes, and some of the palettes are mattes, more mattes. So yeah. So I'm just going to do a really quick face here. And I'm going to use this right here to kind of contour my nose a little bit. I'm just doing a really quick. Maybe my hair's wet. I'm just kind of doing a quick look. Tomorrow I have something big going on. Going to another one of those women's networking lunches. So tomorrow I'll straighten my hair and do more, hey Jamie. Tomorrow I'll do more of a glamour kind of a professional look. But today I'm not even going to do it. I just kind of I put some leave-in conditioner in and letting it air dry so that tomorrow it can be dry, and then I can just do a smoothing, process. So, yeah, I've been trying to give my hair a rest. Like some days just straightening and flat ironing it. Some days, the other day when I did that hot roller video, my hair was already dry and everything. And already straightened so that I didn't do it all at one time, And, so it's like all those kinds of little things. I've really been trying to, take better care or just kind of give it a little bit of a rest, and it's finally stopped. For any of you all who have been following me, I don't even know if I went in depth about this, but I did a sleep study, okay? I did a sleep study about a month ago now, maybe a month and a half ago, and many people I know who've had sleep studies, of course, I've asked them about this later after I had this horrific experience. And they just told me that there's all these things that they have to put on your head, and you've got all these things they put all over your legs and your body and everything. And they had to put them in my head here, with glue. Okay, so there's a certain way that apparently some people, my friends, when I asked them after the fact, what did they advise you to do to get the glue out? And they said, put conditioner on my hair and work the glue in. Oh, hey, that's great. Work the conditioner into the glue and then rinse it all out. That helps rinse the glue out better. The person when I did my sleep study, I did not have that experience. And my hair started really coming out, and it was horrific, especially after that first shampoo, the second time I washed my hair, third time, all that. And my hair got so much thinner. It's taken a month of my regular vitamin regime and my whole process to get back and get my hair back. But that's a whole month of hair loss that I experienced from that sleep study. So if your doctors tell you that to do a sleep study, or anything that where you have to put these things on your head, be very aware and put the conditioner in when you're all done and you have to wash it out of your hair. Make sure you rub conditioner onto those areas first. Don't just do if they tell you just rinse it out and it'll be okay, or just rinse your hair out. It won't do it, because your hair will come out where the glue things were. And to tell you the truth, it was a nightmare. And I'm lucky I didn't lose more, and I'm lucky that like right now, my hair is like, I'm letting it air dry, okay? If this was a high humidity day and I let it all the way air dry, it's unbelievable the amount, because of the breakage in it's not like every piece is a nice long piece. There's lots of short pieces, and it curls up more and it frizzes up more, and it's like expands in such a huge way because of all that breakage that's inside. So just be very, very careful when someone tells you to do a sleep study or any kind of study where you have to put things on your head. So anyway, it's finally getting better, but it's only because, I use all salon shampoos, or as well as I use our Avon argan oil. I use very gentle things with it. Our argan oil line. I use lots of different leave-in conditioners. I have it's not just a shampoo and conditioner and then I blow dry my hair and that's it. No, I have a process of hair smoothers and oils and a whole slew of things that I do. So, and I have done those videos before. Maybe I'll do another one soon, so that those of you who are newer to my channel will kind of get the idea of the amount of time it takes, and what it's all about, and why I do what I do, and all that. So anyway, I just touched up a little bit with a little bit more foundation where I'm red from my eyeglasses. So so anyway, it was a whole thing, and then there's the bill for that, and don't get me started on that story. So, but anyway, the good news is we're trying to figure out what's going on, and, I'd put it off, and, am I glad I did it? Yes, but at the same time, I would have liked to have had more information about it. Okay, so I'm going to use this number 1 in this Warm Sunrise palette. I'm going to use that as a little cheek highlighter here. And I'm going to have to shut the door. Oh, she's in here. Oh, there you are. Yes, there you are. You sneak in. You sneak in when Daddy's watching TV. Yes, she sneaks in. Hey, Michelle, how are you? So yeah. So it was that whole thing. So I've been trying to be, I haven't done like my usual blow it out straight, then flat iron it, then curly iron, and all that stuff. I've done like one day I'll let it go like this, and the next day I'll flat iron it. I kind of give it a little bit of a rest here and there, and I've also been stretching out the amount of time, and I've just been letting it air dry, But there are some days, and there was a picture that was taken of me at an event. Hey, there was a picture of me taken at an event on a day. Hey, Cynthia, on a day that it was a rainy day. It was a day I let it air dry, and I was like, of all of the pictures, and it looked horrible, and it was right after I had it done, so it didn't even look as strong on the ends. And these are all things that men don't even know. Many men won't even notice, but if they have a good eye and they look at that picture and they see all this frizz and all this curl and just like strings down here, that was because it was right after it happened, and I was trying to give it a rest, but it was a rainy day, and I went to that convention, or not convention, it was that meeting over on the other side. I was an hour away. And I knew it was an hour away, and I had to Uber all over there and the whole bit. So I was like, okay, I'll give my hair a rest. But then someone took my, they had a nice thing where you get your picture taken. I get my picture taken, and it was like, usually when I do selfies, I'm always knowing about my angles, knowing this. It was like a person from like the worst angle. My hair it was horrible, and it was at that sales meeting. So I was like, okay, so here I'm standing by the Avon logo, and of all this, and it's of all the days, and I would have adjusted my jacket so it wouldn't have looked like I was, super boob. Just everything about that picture is bad. But you know, at the same time, it's one of the first pictures I had where I'm standing by the logo and my first official local sales meeting. So I still posted it anyway. You know, I've just gotten to a point where I'm just like, okay, you know, people are posting, people take pictures, group pictures, and I can't control everything. So anyway, putting a little bit more. And the worst is when we do something like this, and then you get a screenshot. It'll somehow save a certain moment, and it'll save that moment, and it's like the worst expression. But you just do what we do. Okay, so a little translucent powder, and a little translucent powder. Before I get my eyebrows on. Get some eyebrows on. Okay, so now maybe since this is a pretty dark brown, yeah, it's a pretty dark brown. So I'll do something different. I have not used this brown on my brows, but may as well. Let's give it a try. I've been using more of a black color, but this is a dark brown, and this one is from the Mocha Latte. Okay, so I'm just doing these two palettes, okay? Showing these two palettes, so you can use them as blush, you can use them on your brows, and let's say if you were more of a warmer toned, or let's say like a redhead or strawberry blonde, you could use, one of those for brows, but I'm using this dark brown here. Okay, so, and you can see, even though it looks kind of more like a medium brown, but it still goes on pretty dark, so, and I'm using it's kind of like an angle brush, and, there's smaller ones, but lately I've been using the bigger ones just because I'm able to get it on faster. And this is weird right here, because I have this little scar. I have a scar here on this side, on the tail of my eyebrow, and then, and that affects how that grows. And then I have a scar right here, which prevents how that grows. So, no two of my brows are exactly alike. But I make it work, right? I make it work. Hey, Alyssa, how are you? So all the products I'm using are Avon. Yes, Avon. And these are, pretty nice. We should see the things are coming out for Christmas. It is amazing. Oh my God. Christmas palettes, huge long palettes, multi-layered palettes. Amazing, amazing things for Christmas gifts, brush sets, cute stuff. Cute stuff. One big palette that's round, that's got all these pretty colors in the circle and all that. Okay, so I just put on, a minute ago, I put on a little bit of eye primer, so I can just go right on in. I can just go right on in. Go right on in. Okay, so I think I'm going to do, I have not shown this color, in the Mocha Latte is this, the number 2, which is a really good transition color. I'm putting it on with a fluffy brush. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Usually I would put it in the middle, or just in the middle here. But I'm going to put this just to make this, kind of cover this. Because I'm doing the trend right now. Lately I've been seeing people with this, and this is kind of like a neutral shade all over. And then I'm going to do a strong cat eye. And then a really strong lip. And that's what I've been seeing, That's what I've been seeing. Let me put this light back a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's what I've been seeing. And a really strong lip, really strong cat eye, and really strong lashes. And everything else is neutral. And, of course, on the flip side, there are all those brights that everybody's doing, and showing. And you see these gorgeous bright palettes. But when if you're watching any of the, I would say reality TV or, people on the carpets of the award shows, everybody's doing neutrals. It's a really quick, and it goes with a lot of different colors. You know, you could be wearing bright pink like I'm wearing right now. You could be wearing and do a pink mouth. You could be doing, you know, a multitude of different. I'm going to just add a little bit more down here. You could do a multitude of different you know, navy blue, you know, baby blue, navy blue, green. Pretty much everything goes with a neutral, and that's why it's neutral. It goes with everything, you know. Okay. Alright, so now just to be take that same fluffy brush that I use here, and I'm gonna do the light shade, the lighter shade that goes with this, and this is going under here. Okay, like I said, I'm doing a really quick look so I can go in and start talking about it. Now, I did make a slideshow video, which I'll post. I've already posted. I just posted in the VIP, but I'll post it here too after this one. After this one, YouTube only lets you upload a video a day, so or within like I guess 12 hours of each other. You can't do more than 2 within 12 hours of each other, something like that, some sort of rule like that. So there we go. For a minute there, sorry, I lost connection for a moment. I wonder what's going on outside. I get down in here and way in the back of my we're down the hall. Our bedroom was down a long hall, so yeah, so it makes I keep cutting out there. It makes for a very dewy look when you add that highlight, even though it's not it's not a highlight look. I mean, it's not a dewy look at all. It's my skin, you know, my foundation is matte. If I want to just add a little highlight, I can just take that same one. That's the number 1 from the Mocha Latte collection, and it shows you can do so much. You can do so much with just that. Just that 1 or 2, because I'm doing some of this too. I'm gonna add a little bit of the warmth from the Warm Sunrise, just the number 3 here from the Warm Sunrise, Warm Sunrise. Just gonna add that in my corners here. That's what everything is warms. Looks great on a lot of different skin tones. Now, a lot of people were like, I don't like all that. I was very hard to warm up to these warms because it seemed like everything was yellow, everything was orange. I just couldn't get it. But once I played with it enough and did it and took the time to blend it out the right way, then I was able to get it. Okay. All right. So I need. This is a black glimmer stick. Now, the glimmer sticks are right now only $3.99. They're our best liner. Look at that. Okay? Look at how that glides on. It's awesome. 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 Now, the only thing about when you do a cat eye like this is you have to do it really flawless. Now, these, because they're so creamy, they have a tendency, if I flip my eye up too quickly, they have a tendency to kind of like bleed up here. But I am doing it thicker on the outer part and then a little thinner towards the center. So I'm just doing so careful. That's the thing, is you have to be very careful with it. Now I'm just doing a little bit of the corner. And then I'm going to take another angle brush. And I'm dipping it actually in the brown of the Mocha Latte that I did on my brows. And I just did a little bit of the black there. And this is kind of like a soft smoky. It's not like a super smoky. But I'm taking a little bit of the black and I'm going over it with the brown. And that will be what's under here. So you see it's not a heavy black line. The heavy black line's on top. And so that way, more of the interest is on top, but it's not like I have absolutely nothing under here. I now have a little something here, but it's not like major, okay? If that makes any sense. If I want to wing this, I can lightly touch it a little bit there to wing it out, okay? See the difference in my eye with liner and no liner, okay? Now, some people are like, oh, when you wear a lot of makeup, it ages you. Yeah, but I don't want to look like a tired baby all the time. I'd rather look like a grown-up, okay? Yes, it does make me look older, but I'd rather look like a grown-up than look like this tired baby face, which is what I feel like I look like, and without makeup, so without eye makeup. Okay, so I start with that little corner, and then it's more like just slight little movements, okay? Slight little movements. The only thing is this eye, I'm doing it from my left to my right. It's a little sharper right there. If I want to clean that up, I can clean it up a little bit. Luckily, because this is so creamy, I'm just lightly touching because it's so intense, okay? If you draw it on and you press hard, you get a really, really strong line. So because it's so strong, see, I just got a little bit right there. Depending on the shape of your eye, but this corner I don't have to do too. That wing came out perfect. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing under here. Just lightly touch a little here. I hope the speaker is not picking up her. My dog's she does that paw licking thing. That's crazy. Okay, so we do a little of that. Now, we come back to our little angle brush. Back to dipping in the number 4 from the Mocha Latte. And then I'm just coming underneath. So you can see, a lot of newscasters have this look. A lot of anchors, news anchors, that's the word I was thinking of. People on TV, you see it a lot. I have more people ask me for this look than any other look. I could have every shade of the rainbow of eyeshadow, and what are people going to ask me for? They're going to ask me for this, So it's a great way to do this look. It's very affordable. Avon's makeup is so affordable, okay? These palettes, let me just show you how much these palettes are. You can't imagine how nice they go on, how pigmented they are, and they're only $5.29, okay? $5.29. And you get to choose, there's purples, there's blues, there's gorgeous, gorgeous colors, okay? Mainly I've been using this one and this one for my whole face, okay? So for $10.50, you can do your whole face with these 2 palettes, okay? No animal testing, and usually delivers within like 3 to 4 days, You help support a small business, Easy peasy. Now, if you want a little bit more blush, you can always just take your blush and just go over the whole thing and just warm it up a little bit if you want a little bit more color. Because these can go either way, They can go either way. You want a little bit more. Okay. So, now I'm going to do some lip liner. Now I'm going to do a deeper liner here. I'm going to use Currant, which is one of my favorite ones. But I find if I don't use a stronger liner when I use just like a pale nude lip, it almost makes my lips disappear. It's almost like this, it's just too nothing. So if I add a little bit of a deeper color, and as you can see how I'm actually lining a little bit on the outside. So that helps too. If I were to just do it on just the inner, and then I put a nude on, then my lips would really disappear. So, and this is what they do. They'll do a heavier liner, and I don't just put it in the center because then they kind of look dated. Although that look is back too, that ombre look, where it's a stronger liner. But That's not the look I'm going for. But some people think, oh, that's just a 90s look, or that's just a 70s look, or that's whatever time period that you remember doing that look. But, okay, so now this is perfectly nude. I'm going to put that on top. Oops, I have a piece of... When I was swatching it the other night, a piece broke off. There we go. Okay. Alright, so... And you can see, this is how... Oops. I just put that over. Okay. It's just a beigey. It's almost like foundation. I can almost use that as concealer. Okay. But because I'm putting it on top of... You can see where that piece broke up. Because I'm putting on top of where that liner is, it actually gives me the perfect pinky nude. So it's current and then perfectly nude. Gives me this perfect look. At least on me. You know, everybody's skin tone is different. Everybody's, you know, everybody's tastes are different. Everybody's, you know, everything can, you know, some things can work great on some people. Something that might work for me might not work. But it's the technique, okay? It's all in the technique. All right, now I'm going to add a little bit more translucent powder here. Add here, a little more here. So you can see I have the dimensional look. I have where it's more shadowed here and then brighter in the middle. Okay. Alrighty, now for just mascara, and then we're done, and I will start talking a little bit about Campaign 22. Oh, I forgot. Just to be on the safe side so I don't rub against something. I'm going to do some Love at First Lash in a minute. Let me take this. We have two different types of wipes. One is more textured and one is less textured, but they're great. One is, they're great for taking makeup off. One is in a set right now. We have, and I'll show it in a minute. We have we have our main catalog, and then we have some flyer catalogs. And the flyer catalogs have a deal where you can get some wipes, an eye makeup remover, and a makeup setting spray, all for $10, okay? That's how affordable these products are, okay? And it's fantastic. It's just fantastic. I'm just showing how it takes a lot to get that makeup off my hand. But I wanted to get off my hand because I was bumping into things and it was getting on other things. Okay, so I put the Kleenex. All right. Didn't want to have all that on my hands to do the mascara. See? So this is what you call traditional. This is what I call your basic, classic, neutral face. This is pretty basic. But at the same time, I didn't even need, but you still could. I didn't even do this. Do like this, because that brown is pretty soft, you know, and that kind of adds to the softness of the look. If I'd have done kind of what I usually do with the jet black on my brows, then that kind of would have been like I would have needed to do more with my eyes, but kind of like more the neutral brow. I can kind of go with more, it's like a little softer. But the thing is, it's all about the neutral mouth as well as it's all about the lashes. That is the look right now. So this is our Love at First Lash. The thing about this is really great is it has these special heart-shaped fibers that help build the lashes. It also has vitamin E that help make your lashes be longer. Just fantastic. Okay, that's just a couple of coats right there. Okay, now some people would just stop at that, but I'm going to add a little bit more. Now, what I like about this is I found that so many mascaras that different companies are making these days, they go on so dry. I don't know how this generation is dealing with it from buying mascaras that were so dry, but the last 10 years, I know I've told you this a million times, but I had used the same mascara by a certain brand for a long time, nearly 20 years. And then they changed the formula on me. So then I worked for another company and I used their mascara, and it worked pretty good. Okay, look at how amazing that is. It worked pretty good. And then when I switched over to Avon, I was like, oh my God. I mean, this is unbelievable. The brush but the things with Avon, they always have something new coming out, and I have heard a rumor that they have something that's even better than this on the horizon. But I was like, how can you do any better than this, How can you do any better than this? Because it's like you've got the punch of the longer lashes, and the brush does a really great job at separating. But if you wanted to do more separation, you could use a lash, like a brush like this, and then you can see there's still some. And go over it. A lash comb. That's what I couldn't think of it in the moment. But yeah, so. But yeah, that's the look. The look of. It's like creating the look of false lashes. Now, you wouldn't, if you were trying to go more for a natural look, okay, you wouldn't be doing this many coats on one eye, on this many. But, if you don't want to deal with the glue, because I know a lot of people, the glues, once in a while I'll do a little cut right there. Once in a while, and that's part of the reason why often I don't do, when I'm in a hurry, when I usually slap on dark colors, so that if I'm slapping on mascara and I get a little crease there, I'm like, I just add on a little more black shadow and that's it. But for a look like this, it's got to be pretty, pristine. And so anyway, a lot of times it's, if you just did a couple of coats, it looks pretty natural. But, me, I just keep going. I keep going and going and going until I get the look that I want. Like the Energizer Bunny. You keep going and going. And we've got some great deals with this. On my website, they have special collections that have like a bronzer and like a lipstick and this mascara. And also, if you were to join my team for $30, this mascara is in 2 of the 3 kits. There's one kit that's all skincare. That's like some skincare items. And then there's another kit that's like makeup. And then there's another one that's makeup with a fragrance as well as a skincare item. So, but my favorite one, if I were to join, I would do the all makeup. But, some people like to be a little more well-rounded, to have a little bit of fragrance, because it's not just for yourself, it's also to be able to demo as testers, just for your customers, So, but the skincare one's really great too. And there are a lot of people who join just for to concentrate on skincare, the bath and body care, as well as the wellness. And clothes and, men's stuff, kids stuff, I want to get some guys that, bodybuilders, personal trainers, using this, using our Spira protein shake and our I call it a drink additive, but I have the pink one, but it comes in, there's a berry, there's a lemon, and then there's also an orange. And it is fantastic as like a water. You put it in your water, and it like gives really great flavor. Kind of if you're tired of drinking water all the time, and you need like something to help with your electrolytes, replace your electrolytes after working out, as well as vitamin booster, and it's just fantastic. So so we have all those kinds of things. So, Avon is much more than makeup, and it's not just, I have all ages buying it now. I have some grandmothers, yes, because there are a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, my grandmother used to use that, I remember that, Well, there's people in their 40s, there's people in their 60s, there's people in their 20s, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out, and a lot of new stuff that has come out, and so anyway, this is like what I call This is like the on trend. This is like the look, you know. And this is the main look that everybody's talking about. Everybody wants the neutral eye with the cat eye with the heavy lashes and the neutral lip and the bronzer with a highlighter, you know. And this is how most of the majority of the celebrities on the red carpet did that look, you know. So anyway, that's the easiest. To me, it's the easiest look, and it's the most boring. But at the same time, it's the most challenging because getting that line right, getting the lashes right, you know. But you know, you can get the lashes right with the Love at First Lash. So you know, it's fantastic. And then we also have a wash off waterproof. We've got several different ones. We have the Super Extend, where there's the volumizing. I mean, it all depends on your lashes, but for me right now, the Love at First Lash is my new favorite. So, all right, so let's get to it. Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little finishing spray. I'm still using up my other finishing spray from I had from before, and I'm gonna, while that deal is on, I'm gonna get that good deal. So the lips I used were, just to go over everything, was Perfectly Nude. And I just put the labels on here. Usually there's just on the bottom. That's the shade it is. I'm just gonna, it's just a really warm pale nude, but I put it on top of this current lip liner and the combined. And you can see how it gives me like a much fuller kind of a look. So yeah, there we go. And if I wanted to gloss it up, I could gloss it up with a nude lip gloss, which is called Luster. And this is kind of like a color gloss. It's more color and lip gloss together. And I can do that, and it like matches almost perfect. So if you're a lip gloss person, you could just do this. But for me, the gloss will wear off, and if I already have this other stuff under, then I'm good to go, because like, especially if you're like somewhere and you have a salad or something, you have a salad, or even if you're just drinking something, you know, gets a half of it to get on the glass. If you're drinking, somewhere wine tasting or something, half your lip gloss comes off on the wine glass. Okay, so we have our main catalog, which is a Campaign 22. We also have an outlet, and then there's this one called FaceTime, and then there's a third one of our flyers. Okay, I don't have it. It's on order. I'm waiting to get it. But when you go on the website, you go on my website, which is here in the comments. It's always the first comment. I always save it and pin it. Hey, you stop it, stop. She was licking the floor. I don't know if she's licking where I shaved my legs. But anyway, you go to my website, which is pinned here below. You click on BibaGirrrlBeauty.com. That'll take you to my Avon page. And then you go there, and then you click on Shop the Books. Now, I've noticed if you're on a laptop, you'll see in the menu across, it'll say Shop the Books, or brochure. It'll say brochure. And then it'll show you all the different brochures we've got going on. You click on the one you want. Now, sometimes if you're new to Avon, you click on the main one. If outlet's a lot of stuff that's been discontinued, whether it's jewelry, whether it's clothes. Some of it's good stuff, like our eye primer. It's got a whole bunch of, even here's a palette that for whatever reason they discontinued. I guess it's kind of like more of a greenish brown. There's some concealers in there, some really good deals. Our nail polish line, I can't believe they put this in outlet, because they have a gel polish that's in the main catalog, and they're keeping that. But for whatever reason, they're phasing this out. But I love this polish. I love this polish a lot. I love their top coat. There's some other lip glosses. There's fragrances. There's some stuff from the summer. There's stuff from last winter even. There's some holiday jewelry from last... But this is where you can get some good deals. Like, what if you want to buy somebody a cute little pin of a snowflake? Perfect little teacher gift, it's only, that little snowflake? $3.99. Oh my God. Originally it was $14.99. some of these watches, different things, great little teacher gift, $14.99, some nice little earring set if you have like a younger girl that isn't going to wear big earrings, lots of jewelry, all kinds of stuff in outlet. There's clothes, anyway. So you can go through it, check things out. Sometimes the sizes are limited because they're in outlet, because they had already been through all last winter and spring and all that. So there's that. The best deals are in our flyer catalogs. These are ones where some of things are phasing out. Like this one is from this past summer. This was the Aloha, the Faraway Aloha. It's now not in the main catalog anymore because they've now brought out a new fragrance. But I love this fragrance. It's a great fragrance. It smells like summer, smells like the beach. I love fragrances like that in the middle of winter when I'm freezing and I want to go on vacation. This will give you that scent of summer. We got all kinds of cute watches and matching bracelets. The watches are only $16.99. The bracelets are only $7.99. There's all kinds of package deals of the shadows, or the shadows plus a liner. Look at this two-piece set for $8 for a palette and a liner. So there's some really great gift sets. These are some specialty things. We also have some fragrance gift sets with matching deodorant and the body creams. And there's some men's gift sets in here. So a package of the kids products, all kinds of stuff. The Skin So Soft, all kinds of good stuff. So it takes time, but you can really check it out. Now, if you're just looking for something specific, say lips, you can go on where it says, makeup, and then you click on lips, and then it may show you put in lipstick, and it will show you all the different kinds of lipsticks we have. We have matte. We have True Color. True Color is kind of like a demi-matte, semi-matte. We have the True Color Nourishing, which is much more moisturizing. The Beyond Color is the super, super moisturizing that's infused. It has an SPF and is infused with moisture. And it actually has a lip plumping effect in the Beyond Color. But keep in mind, the more moisturizing a lip product is, whether it's lip gloss, lipstick, any of these products, the less it will stay on. The more pigmented and the more matte a lip product is, the longer it will stay on. Okay, so the mattes stay on the longest, as well as we have our lip stain, a lip stain, which is our lip stain pen, which is really great. It's our 2-in-1, where you have the pointer on the end to line with, and then you have the thicker to fill your lips in with. Your lip color matches, or you can get two and mix and match with a lighter one and darker one. So many different things. We also have a matte liquid lipstick and some really bold colors. Just kind of go over some of the special deals in this particular month's catalog. We have a special skincare deal set, and you get the cleanser free with purchase, so that's a really great deal. And these box sets have a night cream, a day cream, an eye cream, a two-level eye cream, a travel size serum, and both of these are, I would say, more normal to dry. One of these is more normal to dry, and then this one is for extremely dry. Both very, very, and then this one is a special serum. It's a double serum. One is more precious oils, and the other one has a moisturizer, and it's combined. It's one of the richest moisturizers I've ever used. And also our Magix line, okay? Our Magix line, I've talked about this. We have a Magix primer. We have the Magix tint, which is kind of like your tinted moisturizer. And we have the Magix wand. That's what it's called. I picked up the wrong thing. The Magix wand, that's the cream blush. But this is the Magix wand. Now, the Magix wand is like your foundation in a pencil. This just came out. It's your foundation and a pencil. You can use this as a concealer. Look at this. If you want to conceal a little bit more. Or if I wanted to use, I'm going to put that on here to kind of even that out. If I wanted to use this as more of a highlight, here. And you can also get them in different colors to contour with. So if I wanted to do more of the brown shades. So it's really amazing. They come in 16 shades. All of these are vegan, okay? All of these are vegan. They are PABA free, BPA free, phthalate free. They are, this one is the stick is kind of like it goes on more cream and then dries to a powder. It's fantastic. I love this. It's just one of my favorite products if you just want to, especially it's great in the car if you need to touch up your makeup really quick, or if you're doing your makeup really quick. So sometimes all you need might be this, and then a couple of these palettes that I use here, eye pencil, lipstick, you're good to go. Mascara, you're done, your whole face is done. For me, I use the primer and then this sometimes, or sometimes all three. Before this came out, because they were reformulating this for quite a while, I was using this as a primer, and then doing my regular foundation, which is I usually use the full coverage of that. So anyway, I just want to go over a few things. I'm going to post the video I did showing all of the special things with the special deals for this campaign. Every campaign lasts 2 weeks, and they start on Tuesday and they end on Monday night. So it's like right now, it started this past Tuesday. It runs for a whole week next week, and then it ends on the following, I would say, the following Monday night. Technically, it goes on to the next Tuesday, but we always like to have our orders in the night before. So, or tell clients to order the night before, because you can either do it two ways. You can either order directly from my website on your own, shop 24/7, or if you're local, I have some local people who, they order from me and I order it for them, and they pay me, and then later when it comes to me, and then I deliver it to them. Or I can have it sent directly to them. But it's sort of like they're friends, and it's kind of like it's kind of an excuse to get together. Excuse to see each other when they come pick up their stuff, or I go drop it off, or we meet for coffee or something. But, it's kind of like, another thing is we have fall candles. These are big 3-wick candles. Fantastic. They last a long, long time. It gives 30 hours of burn. Maple, pumpkin, spiced apple, creamy vanilla, all that. Fall for berries, autumn, just like your perfect fall scents. And then we also will have some holiday ones coming, like with the cranberries and all that kind of stuff. So be prepared for that too, a lot of goodies, a lot of good stuff, lots of things coming up for the holidays. So anyway, as you can see, my hair's starting to expand, starting to grow. To expand. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed, you enjoyed my techniques. Please share this video with your friends who love products, or someone who just might need a smile. If you watch me on YouTube, please hit thumbs up. Please subscribe and follow. If you're watching me from a friend who shared me, please, follow. And, if you're interested in, it only costs $30 to join. Can you imagine? Only costs $30 to join my team. You can enjoy the discount. You can just do it for the discount. Enjoy your products, and then and you can get the inside deal on all the good stuff, inside news, and on when all the good stuff comes out. Or if you just want to join it and really work it as a side gig and build your business and have an extra source of income, you can do that too. However way you want to work it, it's fantastic, and it's just really been amazing. It's really been I've been back with them since March. I sold them years and years ago, 30 years ago in the 80s. Then 10 years later, I sold them in the 90s. Then I sold for a division. I worked for them in a division in the mid-2000s, a separate division of them, and then they folded that into Avon, and then now I'm back with them again. So in one way or the other, I've been with them. I've been with other companies too, but I always end up coming back. And, just because it's just great to have all this variety. We've got clothes, men's gift, kids' gifts. Like I said, we've got candles, we've got makeup, we've got skincare, we've got body care. They have jewelry. Anything you ever wanted. So I always say, instead of shopping Amazon, you shop Avon with me. So I hope you have a great evening. You can see I've even got my Avon t-shirt on. And I hope you have a great night. Take care. Thanks. Bye.